guys, I am Kylie and I am one of the coaches here in your sneak peek into coaching group. I'm here just to tell you a little bit about my story and about how my day looks as a Beachbody coach and other things as well. So I guess to start off, I am a mother of a almost 11-month-old. It's hard to believe, it's crazy, it flies by fast, but yes, she's almost 11 months old. I'm also a wife, and I am a full-time teacher. I teach 5th through 12th grade family consumer sciences, or home ec, if you've ever heard of that before. And I actually I have to commute, so I have a 20-minute drive to work every day. Alongside of that, I am also a coach. I just got done coaching cross country, actually state cross country is this weekend. So I'm almost done with cross country, and then I also coach softball in the summer. So besides just teaching, I also coach as well. And in addition to that, when I'm not coaching, 1 to 2 nights a week, usually right after school, I teach a fitness class as well, body pump. So that keeps me a little bit busy as well too. So that's just kind of my gist outside of Beachbody, what my life kind of looks like outside of that. How I got started with Beachbody was actually in May. Heather reached out to me about joining my first challenge group. And actually, I'd seen all of Heather's posts since when she started with Beachbody, but I just never messaged her at the time. I was pregnant, and then afterwards, I just had a baby, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time for this. And honestly, I was just like, I didn't even really know what it was about. I'm like, oh, she's doing this thing. She's posting all the time. Whatever. So when she reached out to me in May about joining a challenge group, I didn't even hesitate, because before my daughter was born, I was at the gym every day for an hour, always working out, even when I was pregnant. And after she was born, it was like, I don't have time to leave. And if I did have time, I was like, well, I don't want to leave because I want family time. I haven't seen my husband, I haven't seen my daughter. And so I was teaching those 2 classes. So I was working out like 2 hours a week. And obviously I wasn't getting results like I wanted to. So she reached out to me. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Definitely, like, sign me up. I think I signed up within an hour for my challenge pack. And then she brought up coaching right away too. And I was like, you know what? Maybe in the future, but I really want to work on me. I want to see where this takes me. I want to focus on me and my transformation and my story. And so it actually wasn't and actually Heather invited me to a sneak peek probably a month later. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, throw me in. So I was in this sneak peek, got all the notifications about the posts. I didn't look at a single one. I didn't look at any of the videos. I didn't look at any of the responses. I didn't respond to anything. I was there, but I just wasn't ready. It actually was about the middle of July. Heather was at Summit in Nashville, which is like a big celebration, kind of everybody comes together, learn new things. And I saw all of her pictures of working out with the celebrity trainers, gaining good insight, just having fun in Nashville for being a Beachbody coach and helping others. So I kept watching. I actually went back and went in the sneak peek and looked at all the videos, looked at all the posts, and I kept watching. As soon as she got back, I messaged her. I'm like, hey, I'm so ready to do this. I'm jumping on board. I'm ready. I want to coach. Right at that time too, we were leaving on vacation, so I was kind of like on vacation / starting my business, trying to sign up challengers. It was kind of a crazy mess. When I started coaching, I was home. It was still the summer. But I had to quickly learn time management because I was constantly on my phone, constantly responding to messages, constantly watching videos to make myself better. And I had to learn, I'm like, when I go back to work, this can't happen. This can't be possible. What do I do? And so I watched a video on just that, time management as a Beachbody coach. And so that gained me a lot of insight. And I've had to kind of fix my day, and every day is different. You know, you can put 5 hours of work into your business. You can put a half an hour. You know, you kind of reap what you sow. The more time and energy you put into it, it's going to come back to you that much more. You put in a half an hour, you might not see yourself grow as much. So my schedule, kind of how my day looks like, even with all of my activities, everything that's busy, I'm in bed by 9:30. That is non-negotiable. That's something for me. I have to go to bed. I need my sleep. I'm up by 5. Again, non-negotiable. I'm up by 5 to get my workout in. 5 to 5:45, I'm working out. And then it depends on the morning. It depends on what I need to do. But usually 5:45 to 6:15, then I check into the challenge groups. So I comment on everybody's stuff. I check on my challengers. I respond to any messages that somebody had sent me at 9:03, because honestly at 9 o'clock I shut off my phone. You respond to me after that, I probably won't respond. So I respond to any of those messages, and then from 6:15 to 8, I'm getting myself ready for work. I'm getting my daughter's things ready for daycare. I'm getting her out of bed. I'm getting her ready. All the while my husband is at work, by the way. So I'm doing all this by myself and get her to daycare. On my 20-minute drive, I listen to my personal development. So whether that's a replay of a team call, another video, the national wake-up call, whatever it is, I spend that 20 minutes doing a little bit of focus on Beachbody. Then I have school, and then lunch is like at 11:40. I've made the decision that every other day I eat lunch in my room and I watch a video, I send messages, I make my list of who to contact, that kind of stuff. That's just a choice that I made, that I felt I needed that extra 20 minutes to grow my business while I was at work on my time, my lunchtime. Then I travel and I work until 4. Sometimes from that 3:30 to 4, I'll send a little bit of messages, or I'll get my list ready for at night. I leave work at 4 or 5 if I'm coaching. So I get home and I dedicate that 2 hours to family time. So I have that time I get home with my daughter, with my husband, to eat supper, all of that together. As soon as my daughter's in bed, I take an hour and I work on Beachbody. Depending on if my husband is working on his car or doing whatever, I will maybe continue until I go to bed. I can tell you one thing that I have given up is my ABC and Fox shows. I used to watch those all the time. Replay on Hulu, everything. And that is one thing that I've given up. I've decided, you know what, it's not worth it to waste that hour on watching the show, but I have not given up Grey's Anatomy. I still record that and watch that. But everything else I've just given up, and I figure, you know what, is that going to make me money? Is that going to make me a better person? Is that going to grow my business? So that is one personal choice that I have made. One thing I always tell myself, and I want you to think of it too, there's always somebody out there that's busier than you, that's growing their business, that is working out, that is eating healthy, all those things. It always runs through my mind every day that I am busy. I'm crazy busy. A lot of you are crazy busy. You have more than one kid. You have lots of activities you're going to. But somebody that's busier than you is making the choice to make themselves better, to grow their business, to impact other people's lives. So if this is something you truly want, you will find time for it, because for me, it's fun. It's fun for me to post about my life. It's fun for me to work out. It's fun for me to message people and see if they're interested, or to help them if they want it. So to me, it's a fun part. It is something I started with just to see if I can make a little bit of extra money to kind of cut out some of my student loan payments and car payments. And now it's kind of turning into, let's see where this goes.